In this video, I'm going to talk to you about this very snazzy little set of knitting needles that I got from Knit Picks. I got these as a sample gift at a conference that I went to last year. And it's called the Try It set. The needles come in a size 6 and a size 7. One set is wood and one set is metal. Comes with cables and stoppers and all this stuff. So we're going to open this package and see what's in it. And unfortunately, my desk is here, so I'll just have to hold it up for you. So anyway, and I'm going to test these out. As a general rule, I like metal needles, but I do have a few wood ones that I like, and it really depends on the yarn. So wood needles tend to have more grip, and if you're using a grippy yarn and a grippy needle, you can fight with it a lot more, and the stitches don't slide along as well. But then again, if your yarn is a little bit more slippery, or your tension is a little bit loose, the slipperiness of a metal needle can be too slippery, and your stitches will fall off. So we got to factor all of these things in. But size 6 in wood, 7 in metal, and let's see what's in this adorable little packet. All right, let's see if I can get it open. Okay, so, and then we're gonna I'll test it out too. Okay, so there's the packet, and it comes in this nice little carrying case that has, oh, it's got snaps. Look at that. It snaps on this side, and that's where the cables are. And you get 2 cables. Oh, nice. You get a little shorter cable and a little bit longer. What does it say? It says on here, one is to, when you attach it to the needles, it makes a 24-inch or a 40-inch circular. Okay, for the project I'm going to demonstrate with, I will want the shorter one. Let's see what else is in here. And then you have your little end caps and a little cincher downer tool. That is really important, because one of the biggest challenges and complaints that a lot of people have with their interchangeable needles is that they come untwisted. And I have one set that notoriously I cannot get those things to tighten down enough, and I'm constantly having to go back and as I go and retighten it, because the stitches will get caught in there. So that's not fun. But so I just have to check it when I'm using that size. All right, so let's go to the other side of our little snap pocket. And you have 2 sets, and it's labeled here so that you know that the size 6 and the size 7. It also tells you, because these are try-its, it tells you that this is the Caspian and reflection set. So this particular wood needle is from their Caspian line, and these particular chrome ones are from their reflections line. And I'm going to put a link to my Amazon store so you can try this as well. From what I am seeing when I did the research, it looks like they're only available in this knitting needle size. Size 6 wood paired with the size 7 metals. I don't know the logic behind that, but I'm going to go with it. But when I looked on Amazon, you can get a variety of different sets, same needle sizes, but what changes is the style of the wood needle. And so in a next segment in here, I will show you that. So there you go. That's what's in the little kit. I'm very interested. What I'm going to be doing with this, I have this really pretty color work hat that I'm working on, and I am going to transfer my work onto this size 6 set with the shorter cable so I can work in the round because I currently have it on Magic Loop. And to be honest with you, Magic Loop, I get it. I understand how it works. For me, it just feels really awkward and I don't dig it. I don't dig it. So I'm going to switch out to these and give it a try and see what I think. And the beautiful thing is with this hat, I am periodically changing and going up needle sizes. And so I'm going to do my size 6 section with these green ones. And then I'm going to do the next section that's in the size 7s with these ones. So I'll get to test out both of them and I'll be checking back in with you. So stay tuned on this video. All right. And then I will review it at the end. Okay, so I'm back after experimenting with this cute little Try It kit from Knit Picks. And here is my review. I like it. As I said before, as a general rule, I prefer metal needles over wood, but these are really smooth. They have a nice feel to them. And I like that the tips, they have really nice pointy tips, which I also really like. The metals do as well. They're not quite pointy like lace tips, but they're really good, and I really like that. When I attached the cables, they cinched down really nicely, and I didn't have issues with that coming unthreaded. The cable, I didn't have any issues with the cable being too stiff or bothersome, so I did appreciate that as well. I didn't end up knitting quite as much with it as I had hoped on the project that I'm working on, because the circumference of my hat that I'm knitting was not conducive to the two different cable lengths that I have, but I like it, and I would consider getting the shorter cables. I will say this. As a general rule, when I'm knitting in the round, I like the shorter tips. These are longer. Where's my tape? Oh, here's my tape measure. Let me tell you how long they are. Here's the tape measure. These are 4 3/4 inches long. And I tend to like the shorter ones. So that way the amount of needle in my hand is smaller, and then when I'm working in the round, it works better, because when I get, especially if I'm working on something like a hat, it gets to be too much that's straight, and it can cause, I can struggle with that. So that's just a personal preference for me. So, and I did notice that these, some of the Knit Picks interchangeables do come with the shorter tips, so you can look at that. So, overall, I can recommend these. I like them. I would consider adding, I mean, I've got them in my collection, and I will put a link in the video description to this item in my Amazon store. And I hope you'll give it a try. I hope that you will comment after you try them. Come back to this video and comment and tell me what you think. If you already have some of these, I would love to hear your input on whether or not you like them, if you prefer them. My go-to favorites lately have been the Addy Rocket Squared. I love those. I don't have interchangeables. I just have fixed, and that's for my tiny things, my size 1s, 2s, and 3s. I do like square knitting needles, so I like that. I have always hesitated to get the wood ones that are dyed a color, because I've always had concerns about the color wearing off on my hands or my yarn, and I did not experience that. So there you go. It's a go for me. How about you? Thanks for joining me and Suzi Quillen. Please make sure that you subscribe to my channel. Share this video if you found it helpful. Comment down below and let me know what you thought. Thanks for hanging out with me today.